Okay, the first thing we're going to do with this fit test is we got to do a sensitivity screening without the respirator on. So I'm going to have you put this hood on first and just have the plastic window facing in front of you. And if you could, as you go to put it on your head, we'll just have you pull the string a little bit around your neck. Just kind of pull it a little tight. Okay, perfect. That sounds good. And this is a sensitivity solution. It's much weaker of a solution than what we're going to do when we have the mask on. This is just to test your ability to taste this. So we're going to start with 10 squirts first. So if I could have you breathe through your mouth. So if you could open your mouth and then tell me when you start to taste it. And it may take a few squirts. You starting to taste it?
Yeah.
Okay. So in this situation, he would be in sensitivity screening number 1. If it took more than 10 squirts, then we'd go to the next sensitivity screening, and we could go as many as 30 squirts before we'd have to fail this fit test. Okay, you can take off the hood. Okay, so we're going to start the fit test. So we're going to first start for the first minute. I'm going to start, since he tasted the Bittrex with the sensitivity screening in 4 squirts, I'm going to start out with 10 squirts, and then in 30 seconds I'm going to do 5 squirts. So it's 1 minute per test. We have 8 tests. So the first thing I want you to do is just normal breathing. You don't have to do anything, just breathe very normal. So then I wait for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to proceed to add 5 more squirts. Okay, Justin, I'm going to have you now start to do real nice deep breaths, if you could. Just like that. Good. And we're going to just have you do that for about a minute. All right, the next one we're going to do is turning your head side to side. So go ahead and start moving your head. There you go. Side to side while I add the Bittrex aerosol. Okay, the next test we're going to do is I'm going to have you lift your head up and down. So look up at the ceiling and then all the way down. Hold it down. Good, hold it. Up. Okay, the next test we're going to do is have you read this rainbow passage. This is something OSHA came up with to help you enunciate your voice. So if you could read that nice and loud for me while I spray this in. Go ahead.
When the sunlight strikes rainbows in the air, they act like a prism and form a rainbow, its path high above and its 2 ends apparently beyond the horizon. There is, according to legend, a boiling pot of gold.
For the next test, where you're going to do, we need to do either bending over or jogging in place. And I do have the option. A lot of times with hoods, it's harder to bend over because the hood may fall off, but this is always easier for me, but jogging in place is another option. So I'm going to first get my 10 squirts put in there, and then just bend over and all the way down, hold it, and then up, and then do it again. And keep doing that, and in about 30 more seconds, I will add 5 more squirts. Okay, for the last test we're going to do, it's just back to normal breathing. They want to kind of verify that everything's fine, so we're going to go ahead and do our squirts in there. In essence, doing these exercises is trying to simulate real workplace situations, and that's why we're doing that. We're trying to see if at all he can break the seal, and if he does smell or taste the saccharin, I should say, we know he's not getting a good fit. If that at all happens during the fit test, we will have to start over with the fit test, either taking the mask off and readjusting it, or possibly having to pick a whole new respirator to do the fit test with. So it can be a long process.